elaborate on something for me. They said the reason why the cards fell beside the gas pedal and the brake pedal is it was a message for Biden, the president, to put a brake on raising the gas prices. Okay, you're killing us. That's what I heard. Okay, that Biden need to stop raising the gas prices. Okay, not only am I complaining about it, but half of America or all of America is complaining about it. $5 for a gallon of gas. Come on, man. Okay. I don't know what this message gonna be, but I just heard you're not finished. Go treat yourself to ice cream for doing a great job with delivering your message to Trump, even though you didn't want to. Cause they know I love sweets and I've been not eating sweets because just trying to do better, you know. And he's like, no, go treat yourself. Give your inner child what he needs. Because my inner child was shitting bricks delivering that last message. So y'all seen my inner child in that last video. I ain't gonna lie. That's who that was. Like, what? Hold up. No, no, no. But yeah. I don't like sharing the fact that I can help cross over individuals or spirits. And I don't know why, but I know it's spirit wanted me to put that out in the open. Okay. All right. So I'm doing my introduction. What's crazy? Simple. My name is Yasmin, aka Sunfire. How y'all doing? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. It's a hot, beautiful, sunshiny day. Okay. And I don't know what this message is about. They told me to come back and they want me to pull some more blocks. Okay. So here I am. Let's see what they want to talk about. What I do though? Oh, I put everything up. I thought I was done for the day. They said, nope, you're not done. Okay, so I'm back. To some of you, that is a joy, and to some of you, that's not. And that's okay. I'm at peace with that. Confirmation. I'm at peace that there's a lot of you that don't like me. That's okay. You'll learn to love me one day, hopefully. So we're gonna see what spirit want me to talk about further. And they want me to use the blocks. I keep hearing that Donnie McClurkin song. Great is your mercy, I see your loving kindness towards me. Your tender, I mean no, it's your faithfulness towards me. Great is thy name. I keep hearing it playing in my head. And you keep on blessing me. I don't know why I keep hearing this song. But great is your mercy, I see. Your loving kindness towards me. Great is your... They told me to pull. Day after day. Alright, let's see what they want to talk about. They said hi. I got hi. They saying hello. Hi, Ken. Okay, I got hi. Let's see, hold on. I could have some initials. I'm just gonna put what I put together right here. I got hi, Ken, CM, KJ, LP. I don't know what that's for, but we're gonna see how this play out. That's what I got so far. Shit. Well, any of those was not relevant. Okay, nothing happens for no reason. So we got KC, MJ. I mean JM. So I don't know whose initial those are. And it says hi, Ken. Okay. or Cam. I don't know. High Council. Mm, could be High Council. I don't know. Let me find those that fail. Great is your mercy. They said those two weren't relevant. Leave them alone. Okay. Okay. All right. You want me to pull some more? Great is your mercy. Hold up. Chick. I got chick and chick. JM. Jam. Hick Jam. Hickman. Somebody by the name of Hickman. CJ Hickman. Oh shit. I got a name. CJ Hickman. Coming through. Let me make confirm. Is that who coming through? I don't know who CJ Hickman is. Somebody do a Google search on CJ Hickman. I hear sirens. Is CJ Hickman? Yeah. Okay. I don't know who this is, and I don't have my other device to see who CJ Hickman is. If one of y'all can Google it and put it in the chat, let me know. If y'all can find this person online, there's a message for a CJ Hickman or a CJ Hickman sending this message. Or JC Hickman. It could be JC Hickman or CJ Hickman. Do anybody know who this is? CJ Hickman. That's the name I got. The other letters failed. They told me don't worry about it, okay? But this is about somebody by the name of CJ Hickman. All right. All right, Spirit. What is this pertaining to with CJ Hickman, Spirit? Tell me about what does this message pertain to with CJ Hickman? Radho. Hold on. Your tender mercy. This is somebody that could travel. This rune, I'm gonna just read you what this rune is about, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm picking up off of it. It's about travel and rules over the cosmic law of right and order. Therefore, like the other rune, Gerard, it is useful for legal matters. CJ, I know that name. CJ Hickman could be a lawyer or a judge. I don't know. Oh shit. Especially when you have been unjustly accused and needed to bring those forces of right to bear on the issue, obtaining to justice according to right, safe and comfortable travel. Okay, this got something to do with some kind of legal situation. CJ Hickman, I know that name. Gosh, why can't I, man? CJ Hickman. Why do I know that name? It's either a lawyer or a judge, somebody in the legal system. Okay? It's about the legal system, whoever CJ Hickman is. Great is your mercy. I see. Somebody's gonna show someone mercy. Your loving kindness towards me. Because you showed them some kindness. Great is the name for being faithful towards me. I don't know. Okay. Someone y'all, whoever CJ Hickman is, I know that freaking name and I can't place it. All right, Spirit. Tell us about CJ Hickman. Who is CJ Hickman? I can. It was either saying hi can or I can. Hiking. All right. Tell me about CJ Hickman. Okay. This is someone with higher learning, I believe. Someone with higher learning. Let me put this. Hold on. They tell me how to put this. CJ Hickman. Oh shit. Okay. Politician, police informant, working against someone to stop them. White male. CJ Hickman could be a white male. Hold on. Pistol whipped. What the fuck? Brown skinned woman. Okay. I don't want me to separate these out. Somebody got caught in a lie. Okay. Okay. Let me clear this up. Is this divine feminine me? Okay. Yes, it's me. This is something pertaining to me. I don't know why, what this is about. I do know what this is about. Okay, we're gonna see. I know that fucking name, CJ Hickman. I don't know why. I can't place it. I do know this name. Alright, well, what they telling me is something about I surrender a connection. Divine Feminine has surrendered, has made her choice to surrender this connection. Brown skinned woman. That's why I asked, was it me? Okay. So it's a brown skinned woman who's a divine feminine who's made up her mind to surrender connection. Okay? Message from God. Good comes to those who are obedient and patient. And divine feminine, you have earned this reward. There's some kind of reward I'm about to receive. And they're telling me I need to move to a new location. Okay? I don't know what the fuck going on. Alright, but I feel like this is CJ Hickman's energy. This is someone of higher learning. Okay? Somebody says, I want to do right by you. They know that things that happened to me wasn't fair. It's a white male. They know that there are people working against me to stop me. And there is a politician who's an informant to the police. Okay? This is how they had me separate this. I don't know what the heck is going on here. Okay. Somebody's getting caught in their lies. Okay? They got pistol whooped or they pistol whooped somebody. It says, careful now, when you have sex with someone, you create a soul tie. Okay? This may be someone I've slept with. I don't know. I really fucked up this time. Ain't no coming back. Okay, whoever this is somebody I won't let come back into my life. Male prostituting for money, sleepover. It's a male. And male prostitution for money don't mean they have to actually be out there selling their body. But with sleepover. Someone used to sleep at my house, I guess. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna clarify more. I don't understand. But male prostitution for money don't necessarily mean they have to be selling their body. It just means that they would do unjust things, because we did get unjust. They would do unjustified things in order to get money, prostitute themselves out, or scheming, scamming. That's prostitution. Anyway, any foul way to get money can be a form of prostitution. Okay, that's not upheld in the eyes of the Most High. Okay, so that's thank you. That's why they was giving me that reference of that song, because the message that was in there. Okay, the Most High is showing me mercy because I've been obedient and I've been patient. They're about to move me to a new location, because whatever this connection was that I had, I surrendered it. Okay. Now I'm finna clarify. Whoever this person is, they know they fucked up and they can't never come back in my life. This is someone that I had a soul tie with. They got caught in their lies. And that they either... Now the only person I know that put a gun on me is my ex-husband. He didn't hit me with the pistol, but he held me at gunpoint. I don't know if CJ Hickman is a lawyer. I do know I have a court date coming up soon, so I don't know. But it's something about pistol whip. We finna see. Pull some more. Now, mind you, there's names in this deck, so I'll see how it come out if they pop out. And his name, something did just pop out. Hold on. Karmic's gremlin and is worried that the court is going to catch her in her lies. Somebody got caught in her lies. This just shot out when I was picking up them cards. So she is rushed towards Divine Feminine, wanting her to tell her what's going to happen, asking for a tarot reading. Okay. Now, in the past, I wrote this card back a while back when I pulled some energy on somebody that kept coming to me wanting a reading, but they're actually my masculine's karmic. Now there's somebody else new coming to me asking me for tarot readings. I don't know, okay, who you are, but it's crazy that this come back out, and I've been having somebody recently asking me to do a reading on them, and I keep telling them I am not allowed to. Okay, Spirit does not want me to do a reading for you. They keep telling me no. Okay. Whoever you are, you're shitting bricks. You need a reading done. Okay, I'm clarifying this energy over here. Somebody got pistol whooped or pistol whooped someone. You're getting caught in your lies. And you know you fucked up and ain't no coming back for what you did. You could have a soul tie with my master if this ain't for me. Maybe someone slept over at their place. I don't know. I'm still clarifying. I'm just speculating right now. Somebody could have slept over this person, this karmic's house, and this masculine slept with them for money. I don't know. Let's clarify, where is this coming out, spirit? But it's got something to do with legalities. The only thing I know I'm going to court next month. That's why I haven't been able to move to a new location, huh? Because I have to wait till this court shit is out of the way. Let's see. Am I on the right track with this message so far, spirit? Why, hell yes. Okay. All right, let's see. Tell me more about um which one was it? Yeah, I want to know about this male prostitution and sleepover. Tell me about how this male was prostituting himself for money. How is this male prostituting himself for money? Somebody confused about how they feel. They shook. Somebody could be this whoever this male prostitution is could be have a repairman service. Uh, this person owes money and don't plan on paying it back. Trendsetter. Okay. They said this was about me. Yeah, right now I'm so confused. Don't know what I truly feel about this situation because I don't know what's going on. So, okay. Spirit want me to put some truth out here about my situation, I guess. Let me hold this while I talk. Let me know if I'm wrong. Okay. So the male prostitution is someone that I was involved with. Was I married to that person? Okay. Here we go. We really gotta do this today. They saying yes. All right. Are y'all saying that I'm a trendsetter and I uplift people? Okay. My ex-husband owes me money and don't want to pay it back. Yeah, that is true. Okay. All right. Okay. So they want me to talk about my ex-husband. I'm gonna be obedient. Spirit been putting me through tests today, giving these difficult ass messages. All right, yeah. So confused about how I truly feel. Yeah, I am truly confused about this here. Because there's so much that Spirit's been telling me that my ex-husband was doing behind my back that I don't have physical proof on. They also said that he was part of the reason why I was being gang stalked. They said that he also was paying people to gang stalk me. Him and his mom got several insurance policies on me because they planned to take me out. Out of the blue, he questioned me and asked me did I want to go on a cruise ship with him, and with him and from my point of view, his mistress, because I was married to him when he was with her, want me to go on a cruise with him and his mistress. And I'm like, why in the hell would you want me to go on a cruise with you and your mistress? When we was married, you didn't get two fucks about taking me anywhere. And it was later revealed to me through these messages that Spirit was telling me that was a plot to take me out of here to collect insurance money for me, from me. I always thought it was odd that him and his mama had insurance policies on me. I didn't understand why. Um, yeah, that message shook me. There was some kind of repairman. I don't know what's up with this repairman, but I'm gonna see about it. Okay, we're gonna clarify repairman shook. I know what confused is. That's me. Okay, why they want me to put my information here about my ex-husband? So they confirmed that the male prostituting himself for money is my ex-husband. This is somebody to do anything for money. Okay, y'all saw me clarify that with the pendulum. They said yes. That's part of the reason why we're going to court. We had a verbal agreement. The way our parenting plan is set up, he's supposed to get my kids during the summer, and I get them on the weekend, and in the winter during school time, I get my kids, and he gets them on the weekends. But that was had to change due to my situation with the conditions of my home where they was not taking care repairman service. Thank you, Spirit. Where the maintenance people, they want me to tell y'all my story, why I'm homeless. I don't know why this is relevant. Am I on the right track with this? Yes. Y'all want me to tell my story as to why I'm homeless? And the verbal agreement that me and my ex-husband made when it comes to the kids? Is CJ Hickman a lawyer? Okay, this is a message for CJ Hickman. Maybe you've been watching me. I don't know. Is CJ Hickman watching this? Okay, they say you are. All right. Well, I'm going to explain my case. If there's a lawyer watching me by the name of CJ Hickman, uh, I do need a lawyer. But I don't know about why they doing it like this. Spirit told me be obedient, so I'm gonna be obedient. Okay. They don't like that I'm not being confident in myself in delivering this message. Because it's very private. Yeah. Okay. Alright. I'll put the cards down. I'm just gonna talk. I'll hold the pendulum. Talk and hold the pendulum. That's what they want me to do. Yes. Okay. Well, again, the way our parenting plan is set up, I'm supposed to get kids during the winter, during school time, and he gets them on the weekends. He has to have them home by 6 p.m. on every Sunday night. Pick them up by 6 p.m. Friday night. He has never applied to none of those rules. In fact, he would just come get them whenever the fuck he felt like it. And this, by the way, this is spinning in yes. If you go in the other direction, that's a no. He had never came and got the kids according to the plan. He always went against the system. There was times when he instead of him helping me raise the kids, he was buying them out of guilt. With that male prostitution with money, he was buying the children's love out of guilt, giving them anything and everything they asked for, but not making sure they meet the requirements to receive those gifts. And I would bitch and complain and tell him that he was not helping the kids, he was spoiling the kids, and he didn't want to see my side of things. Him and his mistress would come to my house and make threats. They even tried to start a physical altercation outside my home. There's many witnesses there. I've asked him multiple times not to bring his mistress to our home because it was none of her business what was going on between me and him and them kids. But never once did he comply to that. He was always told not to come onto the property. Never once did he comply to that. He always came onto the property. He even kidnapped my oldest daughter and kept her out of school for 2 months. She only went to school for 7 days. And He accused me of cheating on him, which I never did. The whole time we was married, I never cheated on him. Another man has never touched my body while I was in union with my husband. I did not sleep with another man till January of 2021. I was after the fact that I found out that this cousin, who was his mistress, he was taking my kids. The court had ordered him not to take the kids or have a live-in person. He lied and said that the person that he was staying with was his cousin, which was actually his mistress. Shit. Hold on, y'all. I don't really like talking about this shit, but okay, I'm gonna talk about it. Come to find out, the mistress was actually his cousin, the same woman who I confronted on video camera back in November of 2020. She called his phone. He was still living in the home with me. We was calling ourselves, trying to work it out before we completed the divorce process. And I was observing him. He was not trying to fix things. He was just trying to put a band-aid over the bullshit he did just to keep me stuck. He did not want me to leave him. But yet he did not want to honor his marriage as well. So I observed him, and I continued to do my studies. I continued to learn, higher learning. And he would accuse me of not putting any effort into it. He always used work as an excuse as to why he was not putting any effort into it. And the truth was, he was not working. He was going for a year at that time, going to see his mistress. In November of 2020, his mistress called the phone. I had his phone, so I answered it, which is something I've always done throughout our marriage. Not out of jealousy, not out of insecurity, just the fact, no need of hiding. That's my husband's phone. I should be able to answer my husband's phone. I answered his phone, and there's a older lady with gray hair, short gray hair, with glasses staring at me, who he had disguised as his phone as a man named Justin. And she said, "Who are you?" I said, "I'm Taiwan's wife. Who are you?" And hung up in my face. No, I told her. She got quiet. I said, "Don't be scared. Speak. Say what you need to say." And then she hung up in my face. And at that time, I took that phone and I hauled it at his big fat ass head. I missed him, by the way. There's a dent in the wall from it. So he got mad and he snatched my phone and he threw it against the wall. Cool. This is leading up to the event of him holding me hostage. No, this is not. This is when he attacked my son. My son came to me later and was like, "Mom, Dad ain't right." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" I heard Dad telling another woman he loves her, and her name started with a B. There was multiple women. There was multiple women that he was seeing at that time. I mean, I can't even count them. I got screenshots of women that he was lying to, telling them that I had did all sort of kind of things to him, which none of it was true. And he even had one lady that he was talking to on some hidden site. Oh, what was the name of it? The only way you could access it was through his emails. I don't know. It was a hidden site. I wouldn't have found it had I not, after my son told me that, then I went snooping. And I found this email, and he was talking to some woman about guns. And she cussed him out because he did not fulfill on his end of the deal. I don't know what the fuck that was about. I left that alone. I did screenshot the woman's name. There was another woman. He was going to in every woman that he could inbox, even women I knew, trying to holler at them and make me look bad. Hey, how you doing? And all in these women's inbox talking shit on me. A lot of them didn't pay him no mind, and some of them did. He had one that called herself trying to be his friend and coach him through it, but who secretly wanted him herself. And I told him, you can get out my face with the fuck shit because I see what you're doing. During that time, I had several male friends. I was actually in intention of making friends. Because throughout those 12 years, he had chased every friend I had away. Or came up with some kind of lie saying that they was trying to sleep with him. Or they was talking behind my back. And those friendships ended. Also with my family. He came to me multiple times telling me stories about how my family was talking behind my back and saying things about me, trying to tell him that he shouldn't fuck with me, that I was this and that I was that, which caused a big rift between me and my family. Um, Back to November of 2020, this is before my divorce was finalized. Um, I had thrown that phone at him. He snatched my phone and he threw it. Now, by the way, I asked him for the house keys back. He never would give them back because I had got him off the lease in June of 2020. I got him off the lease in June 2020 because he didn't want to help pay the bills. And he was not staying there. He was actually living with a girl that lived behind me in the same apartment complex with her children, the sleepover. Okay? Someone he claimed he met in the store. This person was throwing items, destroying property and throwing it at my house. I didn't even know who they were. So not only did I have this woman that my ex-husband was staying with behind me, a block away, throwing trash and grills and log bricks and logs at my house, scaring me and my kids, not knowing who it was. Okay. Let's see. Also, I had in November, I told him, he said he lived without, no, before she hung up, he said he lives with his mom. I said, no, baby, he's been living here since August. We decided we was going to try to work it out before we did call it quits. But I see clearly he's not trying to work out shit because here you are. And that's why I threw that phone. He was sleeping. We were not sleeping in the same bedroom at that time. But we were trying to work out our marriage. But yet he was still seeing other women. I had male friends, but that's what they were. Just friends. Nothing else going on or taking place. I even had female friends at the time that I was talking to. One of them called themselves trying to help the matter, but they caused worse problems than what they thought. But anyway, my ex-husband, after that altercation happened, after I threw that phone at him and it hit the wall, that was the other altercation. I managed to get my house key back. And I hid the house keys. He hadn't even noticed that they was gone. Because when I did put him out the house, he was not supposed to be on the property. I would wake up and he'd be standing over me in the house. He would just come in. This is after he had held me at gunpoint and everything. And I'm like, you're not supposed to be here. So one day, I decided to play nice and sit and talk to him. And he reaches in his pocket and he's sitting beside me on the bed, in the chair. And he reaches in his pocket and he pull out one of my locks of hair. And he's chanting something over it. And smiling at me and giving me this grimace ass look. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I realized I was researching witchcraft. I was not doing witchcraft, I was researching it because I study for higher learning. Okay? Now, he had a job that he said that was boring, so he was like he needs something to do. I said, well, read a book. He said, well, what I'm gonna read? I started giving him books. I gave him the Cosmic Law book. Hello, the Cosmic Law. That's what they bring about. Okay, I had a book about Cosmic Law. I gave him that. He read that. Then he read after he read that, he was talking about he needed nothing. So I gave him another book. Actually, I ordered him a book. It's about a man, how he's supposed to treat his wife. I gave him that book. Then he kept telling me, I need something else to read. So I had this book called, it was one that we did in our book group, Jambalaya. I think that's the name of it, about witchcraft. Okay? Or hoodoo or voodoo, something like that. I was learning about it because it's of my people. So I wanted to understand it before I even tried to practice it. So I gave this book to this man not knowing that he would actually try to practice it. You see what I'm saying? And that day I saw him speaking over my hair. He spoke something over me. I don't know what it was. I gave him this lock. He took me to a beautician. And this beautician kept looking at me strange. And she was doing another lady's hair. And I'm like, and he would not leave me alone with her for 5 minutes. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? You found this beautician. You claim you're trying to do better. This is a gift for me. Because we're trying to work our marriage out. But you won't let me alone with this beautician. I didn't understand it. So I'm sitting there. And I'm watching her do this other lady's hair, and she's cutting pieces of her locks off. And I'm like, you cutting her locks? And she was like, yeah, I'm just clipping the ends. I said, I didn't know that people cut their hair once they got locks. I thought you never cut your hair when you get locks. I said, well, do me a favor, don't cut mine. You know, I had her dye my hair, which she jacked it up, by the way. But I still rock that shit anyway. She fucked up a brand new sweater he had just bought me, you know. And I thought that I felt like that was some kind of shade of salt being poured, you know. I ain't paying no attention. I kept on moving. And after that, one of my locks had fell out. And I was like, here, tie this around your wrist. You know what I'm saying? In remembrance of our love. It was a love token. I was giving him a piece of my hair as a love token. He was my husband. Not knowing that spirit was guiding me to do that because they knew what he was finna do. This beautician had a plaque of hair bronzed on the wall. And I asked her, what is that? She said, oh, that's one of my clients' hair. She's dead now. Not thinking, not paying no attention, you know? So I feel that whatever my ex-husband needed my hair for, that's who that beautician was for. It was for her. Okay. Now, I caught him that day speaking over my hair. He's rubbing it and he's chanting over it. And he's looking at me. And he's saying my name in a real vindictive way. Yas, man. Yas, man. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm looking at him like, what are you doing? And then I was like, because I thought he was calling me, and I turned and looked at him. And he's doing this notion, and he's hollering, yas. And he's giving me this evil look. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he looks at me. He starts laughing and get this evil ass grin on his face. And I looked in his hands and saw my hair. I said, give him my fucking hair. And I snatched it out of his hand. And I burnt it immediately. After that, that's when he found out I had those keys. I had finally managed to get his house key off the key ring because I was making sure the kids was let. He would getting back before anybody would go to sleep, so he didn't have no need to use the key. That's how he never knew it was missing. Because after I realized he had a whole mistress, try my baby, I found a house for us. That's what she said. She thought it was him gonna answer the phone. She said, "Baby, I found a house for us. Who is you?" I'm his fucking wife. Who are you? you know. Um, that's what happened there. Um, After he found out I had those keys, he went ape shit crazy. I kept telling him, I said, "Look, it's obvious we're not going to be able to work this out. So I'd rather end this thing in peace. I'd rather split everything down the middle. We can sit down and decide what you want. You take what you want. I take what I want. When it comes down to the kids, I really don't want child support. All I want is alimony because you cheating on me. I could ask you for the whole 25-year span, but I only want 2 years. Give me 2 years to get on my feet. $380 a month for 2 years till I got on my feet. No child support. I ain't giving you a motherfucking thing. I'll die before you see anything." Those were his words to me. And I was like, damn, I thought I was your best friend. I see you cheating on me, so I ain't out here. I talked to him, yeah, I did. When I would phone him talk, because I would look over, and even be so bold and brazen enough to go on Facebook publicly and comment on other women's shit. Like one woman was posting a picture of her thighs. He was so bold and brazen about it, he would go and say, "I love those thighs." I said, "You a married man, what the fuck you mean you love those thighs?" You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So when I see him doing shit like that, so I started finding models. Okay, I would comment on professional model shit. Just tit for tat, you know? And be like, damn, he fine. Damn, he sexy. You know what I'm saying? But there was models. People I would probably never meet in my life, you know? It was just a tit for tat. Look, I can do the same shit you doing. Stop. It don't feel good doing. He was like, "Nah, I don't feel good." But then he raised the ante. Now he's going to see and he's sleeping and all this stuff. So I did do some things. I never physically slept with a man, but I had phone sex. Okay? He swears up to this day that I physically slept with a man while we was in union, and that's never have I slept with anyone. I was faithful to him to the end until I found out he was actually living with the same woman that had a house for them, baby. Okay? That he claimed was his cousin. Okay, so you doing some incest shit. Now, the strange thing is, they called me about a week or two ago, talking about she's my cousin. Y'all some sickos. Why would you want to even acknowledge that you was related to me and you sleeping with my ex-husband? And at the time, you was sleeping with him while I was married to him. And then you got the sense to tell my kids that I have no, what was the words? Basically trying to say I was incontinent. Irresponsible. Okay. Anyway, so I'm sitting here. I don't know why Spirit want me to share this with y'all, but they telling me to share it, and it's got something to do with a JC Hickman. All right. So I'm sitting here, and he comes in, and he's like, "Where my keys at?" I tried to unlock the door, couldn't find my key. I said, "I got it. I told you to give me the key back, and you talking about you would when you got ready." I said, "Well, I got ready and I took the damn key. You got a whole nother house being prepared for you. Go get your shit and go get in it." You know? So he grabbed at me. He tried to grab my keys. I said, "They're not on there. You can look at them all they want." He said, "I know they ain't here. I had a nightstand over here next to me." And that's where the keys was hiding. So he went for the nightstand and I jumped in front of it. And I said, "Nope." I said, "It's time for you to go. Go live with Justin." You know? And he's like, "Man, that ain't her name." I said, "Well, that's what you got to labor as your phone. Justin. Go live with Justin." And I said, "It's time for you to go. This is not going to work." I said, we done spent the last 2, 3 months trying to work this out, and you're still up to the same bullshit. It's time to go. I'm done. I'm going ahead and press charge, and I'm going forward with the divorce. Because the judge will give you, when you first file, which I filed in June, they'll give you the first 3 months to decide to try to work it out. You know what I'm saying? Which I did. I followed the rules. I tried to work it out. But I observed him first because I knew I was not being unfaithful. My problem was I was unhappy in the marriage. I was unhappy and I felt controlled. I felt like I was stuck and kept in a box. So I wanted out. I wanted to be happy. It was either open up the marriage and we have open marriage, or you fucking divorce me and I divorce you and you go your way, I go my way, or we can be roommates and keep the family together and we just get divorced. That was the options that I was given, because I did not want to tear my family apart, but at the same time I did not want to keep being married to a man and I was not happy. I was set as a trophy wife. Everybody knew how much he loved me, but me, he never told me that. Everybody know how much I love you. I said, well, I'm the one that needs to know that, wouldn't you think? Everybody knew how he felt about me but me. And I don't know why they're asking me to share all this shit. Okay, anyway. Y'all want me to keep going? They saying yes. Okay. Anyway, when he tried to go in my nightstand to get those keys, I blocked him. And I was like, no, it's time for you to go. And then he snatched me. And I said, take your hands off me. And he had me by my arm. I said, take your hands off me. Don't touch me. I said, I'm standing here. I'm not touching you. So don't touch me. And he would not let me go. So by this time, our oldest daughter came in the room. And she's like, Daddy, stop. What are you doing? Stop. And then my son heard her, my oldest son, he comes in the room. He's like, Daddy, man, don't start this again. Y'all quit. You know what I'm saying? He was like, no, fuck that. She trying to make me leave. I want to see y'all make me leave. Make me leave out this motherfucker. And I'm like, why you always got to be with all the bullshit? Why can't you just leave in peace? Why can't you just be a man, know that you're wrong, you fucked up, and just go? Fuck that. He's snatching on me. He's grabbing on me. So finally, I turn around to the nightstand. I get the keys out of there, and I'm hiding them under here like this. I got the keys like this where he can't get to them. I have scratches and shit. If you can see them on my arms, where he was trying to pry my hands open to get these keys away from me. And I was telling him, I was screaming, stop, you're scratching me, you're cutting me, stop. He wouldn't let me go. I was like, Taiwan, let me go. Quit grabbing me, let me go, and just leave. You already got a whole new woman that you done primed and got a whole new house with. Go to her. Just leave in peace. No, fuck that. Make me leave. This motherfucker make me leave. And he was swelling up like he was ready to fight me and my son and his daughter. And she's like, Daddy, please stop. Just stop. He's going off. He's mad because he got caught in his fucking lie. You see what I'm saying? That's what happened. He got caught in his goddamn lie. So he started snapping, and going the fuck out trying to create a fucking scene. So there was actually 2 fights that happened between him and my son, but this is the last fight. He grabbed me. He came at me again. He grabbed me again trying to take the keys. This time my son's like, Daddy, man, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Let mama go and just leave, man. Just leave. Make me leave this motherfucker. He was calling my son out. My son fell for it. You know what I'm saying? Because he enjoyed hurting my son. Because he felt like I showed my son favoritism, which I did not. He's just my oldest son, you know? And he was on level. I was teaching him according to his age level. That's how I operate with my kids. Based off their age level, that's what I'm teaching them at, you know? And he felt like I showed my oldest son favoritism. And so he was always jealous of him, no matter what. It don't matter if I told him to go get me a cup of water. You always this, you always that. He your fucking favorite. I said, damn, what? He didn't ask to be here. I said, I take care of you and these kids just like I take care of myself. What the fuck? Why I gotta have a favorite? But he always was jealous of my oldest son. And so I'm sitting there, and I had finally got him. No, my son gave him an ultimatum: let her go, or I'm gonna get involved. He wouldn't let me go. He challenged my son. So my son reached in, and he came in trying to push us apart. Then, as soon as he touched him, it's like that was exactly what he was waiting for. Because as soon as my son touched his chest, he turned and grabbed my son, jerked him up, and had him off his feet on the wall. And my son is shaking in his boots. He looked at him as his father. It's not his biological father, but he's been in his life since he started kindergarten. So my son is looking at him crying like, what the fuck is wrong with you, daddy? But my son had a flash of the last time he had him in that position. And he snapped. He said, not this time. That's all I heard my son say. That's how I knew he had a flashback of what happened the last time. He said, not this time. And it's like Incredible Hulk busted up out of a 17-year-old. That young boy picked his big ass 200 and some pounds ass up, 6 foot, whatever, and slammed him on his fucking neck and said, get out and leave my fucking mama alone. And I grabbed my son and I said, no, stop. He got up and he charged my son again. This time I'm in between trying to push him around. He pushes me, throw me to the ground. And my son snapped again. He said, that's the last time. And all I know is I seen my son's fists flying. He started swinging at him. And swinging so hard till he tripped over the bed and fell over on his side of the bed. And I don't know, my son had long fingernails. I don't know how he did it, but somehow while he was swinging at him, he caught him in his eye with his nail. And I didn't know what to do. I'm sitting up here, so I grabbed my taser. And I said, Xavier, get back. And he was trying to get back. He said, okay, mama, okay. He was trying to get back. But my ex-husband was holding him, would not let him go. I said, let him go. Fuck that. I'm going to fuck him up. I've been waiting for this shit. I said, let him go. Fuck that. I'm finna get all y'all bitches. He's snapping. He's going to fuck off like some madman. And all I know is I took my taser and I opened fire on that ass. I tased the shit out of him many times I could to get till he let go. He finally let go. And, well, no, he wouldn't let go. So my son hit him again. When my son finally hit him, he got loose. My son backed off. He hit him to get loose. And I'm like, shit, did the taser even work? So I tased my goddamn self. I'm like, yes, that motherfucker worked. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, this bitch do work. So what the fuck? Is you that goddamn crazy and insane that you couldn't feel that? You know? And he said, I felt the shit. And started laughing. I'm like, this motherfucker done lost his goddamn mind. I said, look, just leave. So he's still arguing, fighting. And now, mind you, I have an ancestral altar in my room. And my grandmama used to carry buck knives. And I put a buck knife, somebody left a buck knife at my house one time, and I cleaned it, and I gave it to my grandmother in the spiritual realm for protection. Because that's what she kept it. She kept her buck knife. They used to call her Buck. So it's like I felt like that was spiritually given, that was intentionally given to me to give to her in honor, you know. So I had this buck knife on my nightstand for my grandmother. And I'm like, look, it's time to go. Nobody's trying to argue with you. Nobody's trying to fight with you. You got your whole new woman. She done got y'all a place together. She's calling to let you know to come home. Go home, you know. And I'm sitting here. And he's still trying to fight my son. So I grabbed that buck knife. I said, you know what? Today is going to be the day you die if you put your hands on him one more time. I've never put my fucking hands on you. We're going to see why they call me fucking head buster. You know? And I snapped. Because I was fed up. And I told him, it's time for you to fucking go. And while I said, you know what? I'm not even going to get myself in trouble. So I started calling the police. The moment I picked up the phone and started dialing 911, he ran up out the house like a big-ass coward, scared of the police. So he took off running. And after that, I locked him. He broke my front door. So the keys, the key thing was even useless. I couldn't even lock my fucking front door properly. I called myself trying to change the lock so I could lock the door, but that didn't work. Called the office several times trying to get them to fix the door. They finally, after a week or two, came and fixed it. And then that's when the constant text messages came. I'm getting all kind of crazy ass text messages threatening me. After that, I found out I go to the doctor. Actually, that same week, matter of fact, that same week, I had just come from the doctor where this man had been cheating on me and gave me 2 STDs. And I was infuriated, and I'm like, it was just so much. So finally, I let him go. And I locked him out. I blocked him on all my phones. I blocked him out everything. Facebook, you name it. Even his family. I started blocking them. Because I didn't want nobody to tell him, to report him anything they see about me doing, because I was done. So I had blocked family and all. And because half his family told him to beat me anyway. Because I told him that I had phone sex out of spite with someone to get him to stop cheating on me. To tell him, show him that I could easily go out here and cheat on you if I wanted to. But that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. I actually want to fix our family and build something for our family. But if you want to keep on going out here acting an ass, being a dog, then I can show you too, can play that game. I ain't ugly. You know what I'm saying? He used to always try to chop at my self-esteem. He used to always try to tear my self-esteem down. But, once I started talking to people and getting out there, the only way I couldn't do it in person, I could only do it online. Because if I did it in person, he would find a way to run them the fuck away. Anybody I ever met in person, he ran them away. This one lady I used to give rides to. Sometimes I knew sometimes she was taking advantage, but hell, I didn't mind. It was giving me a break, He cussed her out so bad. I was so embarrassed. I just stopped being friends with her because it was embarrassing. I was like, it was crazy. That's the type of shit I went through. But anyway, I told him I wanted to leave Tennessee. That I didn't want to live in Tennessee, that we would have to meet halfway in order for him to get kids once we completed the divorce. And for years, from 2012, even to this day, he's threatening to take my kids from me. And my complaint would be is like, damn, you got 2 kids you don't get to see. Why ain't you fighting so hard over them? But I don't keep your kids from you. But you want to take them from me? And he kept doing it. And I just didn't understand. I just didn't understand. Why was he so evil? I even asked him, are you the fucking devil? Because I couldn't figure out why was he so fucking evil. You got a wife that's right here by your side through thick and thin, homeless or not, sleeping in cars and shit. You know what I'm saying? I done been there, done it all the way with him. That's why I say God got me ready for where I'm at now. Okay? Now, I'm sitting here and all the shit go down, all that shit's in the past, and my home is not in safe conditions because of the black mold that was building in it. And then the fact that I felt like I was being targeted and followed because the neighborhoods was bullying my kids so bad that I had to put my kids in counseling because they was threatening to kill themselves. And this was all due to their dad having people watch me and stalk me. These people thought it would be fun to play a joke and bully my fucking kids, use their kids to bully my kids, telling them to go kill themselves. To the point where I'm waking up in the middle of the night and the windows open to the hallway where my daughter's been climbing on the roof, contemplating jumping off the fucking roof. So I had to give my kids counseling. But yet all he was doing is giving them whatever the fuck they want. I'm like, dude, they need more than that. They need love. They need someone to sit down with them and listen to them. He didn't want to do that. All he wanted, and then when he would get them, I would ask them when they come back, well, what did y'all do? Nothing. We just rode around while he worked. Or we sat at home while him and the girl was gone. I said, did he teach you anything? No. Did he tell you anything? No. Barely talk to him. And it's still like that to this day, you know? And I'm like, what can I do? You know, because I'm in a situation now where I'm having to fend for myself, literally, you know, and trying to catch up bills that got behind after him. Actually, oh, after he left me in debt, I was giving him rent money to go pay the rent. He wasn't paying the rent for months. He didn't pay the rent for months. He didn't pay the light bill. It took me from June to August to pay the light bill down, and it took me from June to August to get the rent caught up. We was on the verge of being homeless because of him, but he cared so much about his family. You know, my children, my children, my children this, my children that. But where are you showing it that you give a fuck? You know? Anyway, I still don't understand why I'm being told to share this with y'all. All I know is back in February of this year, my radiator was going bad in my other car. And I couldn't get it fixed. I couldn't afford to get it fixed because I'm paying for hotel rooms. Having to buy food with cash because they was eating up the food. I was receiving government assistance there at the time. They was eating up the food before I could eat. The month would end, so I would wind up having to buy cash because I have 5 children. I would have to spend cash to buy food. And then I'm buying shoes and clothes and trying to keep them together, backpacks, whatever they need for school, uniforms and shit, you know. And I'm sitting here and my car is fucking up, so I'm having to work and put water in my car as I work. I was doing it though, you know. And then finally I had it was on one day I was just about out of my hole. I told my kids not to tell him where we live, because I didn't trust him. Because this is the man that tried to kill me. I told my kids not to tell him where we live, just let him know that we was close. You know, we went out visit. This one particular day, I just had to move out of one hotel because I was dealing with a racist woman who tried to accuse me of stealing my own money. And I didn't like the way I was being treated there, and she kept raising the prices on me when they should have been going down. So I told her, you know what, she told me I was $12 short for my room. $12. And I said, the kind of work I can do, I can have that money within an hour. And she said, well, you're in luck. Our system is down, so wait till Monday morning. I said, okay, well, you need to put a note in there to call me before you run my card to make sure that fund is there. The amount you need is there. She said, okay, we'll do. She said, she's talking like she's writing it down. And as Monday rolled around, I get a phone call telling me that I need to vacate the premises because my transaction did not go through. And I'm like, lady, didn't I tell you to call me before you ran that card? Because I knew I had another bill, so I had a few days. So I was like, okay, I want to pay that bill, and I'm making that money up. Monday morning came. I had the money, but I had to go load it on the card, you know? And I loaded the money on there, and I miscounted $12. And she would not take it and would not let me pay her $12 in cash. And I wound up having to move out of that place and move into another place with my kids. So, which was more cramped, you know, and less convenient. But I moved to this other hotel, which I wished I hadn't because somebody stole my Cadillac converter off my van. Uh-huh. So now, not only was my car leaking water, it's spewing water out the backside, and steam is shooting up in the car, smoking shit. And I could not work in those conditions. So I called my ex-husband the next day. No, I tried to go to work in those conditions. I tried. I was on my way, and the first call out was a very long call. I mean, a drive. It was about a 20-minute ride away before I could pick up my passenger. And before I got, right as I got off at the exit to get to this person, 5 minutes away, the car went kaput. And I had one option: cancel the ride and put what remaining water I had in the jugs in the car and go back to the room. So that's what I did. I canceled the ride and I put what remaining water I had, and I went back to my hotel. And I told the kids, pack up. They was like, why? I said, just pack up. I'm crying, but I'm not saying anything because I was really trying not to pad them out on the street. I had it. I was praying. It just let the car, because I knew everything was going to come together, because I was getting paid the very next day. If I could just make that one day. Well, I'm sitting there and I'm crying and I'm telling kids, pack up, because by 11 o'clock tomorrow, we're not going to have a roof over our head. Well, what about school? I said, go to school. I'll sit out here till y'all get out of school. And that's what we did. We started packing. A couple of my kids decided they didn't want to go. They wanted to help me pack up because they knew I had a bag back. So 2 went and 2 stayed home to help. Actually, 1 stayed home to help. 1 missed the bus, and I think she slick did it on purpose. But anyway, we're getting this shit together, and we're loading up the car, and then I'm riding around Nashville crying with no money, a car that's on the verge of running hot and the motor blowing up on it, and all my children and food packed in this one vehicle. And I'm just crying and I'm talking to God. And then all of a sudden, a vision that I had seen months before this happened started to play out. I started seeing the things. It was certain things. The vision came back. It was me riding the car, cussing and going the fuck off. I had seen this on the spiritual realm. And I knew how it was going to play out. So I go and I followed it. As the dream I had, I followed it to the T. And it took me all the way out in Newton Station. I don't know why. I stopped to play lotto ticket. But I got a message. I didn't win. I won an extra ticket, but I didn't win. But I got messages out of it because each ticket had triple-digit numbers. And I was like, that was not curiosity. That was not coincidence. Each ticket that I had purchased, because I had some change, and I had bought like what, $4 or $5. That's what I had. I think I bought tickets with, and I got a free ticket. I had 3 tickets altogether. And they each had, all of them. It's like the one on top had a winning number. None of the numbers on there matched, but the one directly under it matched the ticket above it. Each of them was winners, but on separate tickets. And I was like, what are the chances of that? Why can't I just switch those fucking numbers around? And I would have had $10,000 in my hand, But it didn't work like that. That wasn't what it was for. It was the messages in those numbers. And I looked it up, and I looked those messages up. And the Most High just told me to keep going. Keep going. You're going to have to make a decision that you don't want to make, but you're going to have to make it. And that was the moment I pulled over on the side of the road, and I called him. And I said, you're not supposed to get them for 2 more months. It's February. I remember the exact day. It was February 27th. I told him, I said, I'm going through hard times. My car is on the verge of breaking down. And at any moment, it's going to break down. And I can't afford to pay for a room right now. I get paid tomorrow, but I don't want the kids out on the street. I said, then on the second thought, I need to find somewhere for me to stay because I can't save money like this to get us off the streets. So I said, is it okay? Is it okay? Will you take the kids 2 months early? He's supposed to got them when school ended and kept them throughout the summer. I said, it's okay that you get them 2 months early. That way they can finish school. I'll get them set up in school and everything. That's all you got to worry about. At the time, I was still receiving government assistance. I was getting food stamps. And they cut my stamps down. And I was only getting like $300 a month. So I was splitting it between me and the kids. I would go buy them what they wanted because they said they knew I want to be your mama. You can call me mama now. She never cooked fruit and vegetables for the kids. All she did was fried her food, and they couldn't stand her cooking. And that they miss fruits and vegetables. So that's what I bought. I bought them the things that they wanted, that they was not getting staying with their dad. And when I heard Spirit let me know that he was going to try to take my kids from me. And then I started hearing talk from the children that they even trapped my 17-year-old son who has a mental learning disability, who by law should not be questioned without his legalized parent around. Well, these two have cornered my son and asked him could they have custody. Could they have custody of him? And I told him never again. He told them yeah, because he didn't understand what the fuck they was talking about. Once I explained to him what they was talking about, he said, well, no, I wouldn't do that, no. And I was like, well, that's what they was asking you, son. I said, that's why anytime somebody come to you asking you shit you don't understand, tell them to ask your legal parent. You know? They cornered my son, caught him off guard, asking him questions, and they used the fact that he liked the school that he's at to get him to say yes, that they could have custody over him. And I can't remember the word, but that's coercing. And I feel like they coerced my son to say that. Neither of them his legal guardian, but I gave my ex-husband, who he sees as his dad, he knows he's his stepfather, but he sees as his dad because he's been in his life since he was 3. I asked him to take all of them because I needed to find a place so I could get a new car. You know? So that I could get back to work. And once I got my shit together, that I would be back to get them. Or let them stay till summer, and then I'll just once I get stable, even if I can get placed in the summer, then I'll just get them on the weekends like I'm supposed to. And he agreed to all of that. He said, you know what? We might have our ups and downs, but you still family, and I ain't finna see you out there fucked up. But at the same time, he backslid against our agreement and went and tried to, now got me going back to court. He told child support that I just dropped the kids off on them and I abandoned them. That's not true. That I never talked to him. I don't talk to him about shit. No, you threatened my life. You tried to kill me. I don't talk to you unless I have to. I put a phone on my children. And I spoke to my children and asked them of their needs. And they told me what they needed. Okay? I would go get my kids and spend time with them as much as I could. But I was always working, trying to save money, trying to get out of the hole that I was in. So they would call and be like, Mama, we know you're busy, but can we spend time with you this weekend? I'm like, yeah. So I worked extra hard that day to make sure I could cover for that day, to spend that time with them. And that's what I was doing. And next thing I know, I get a letter telling me I got to go to court And the kids is telling me that they saying that they're affecting his resources, that they are eating up his resources, and and he's telling them that they are the cause of his bills being high, they are the cause of his resources depleting, that they mama ain't shit, and they saying all kind of grievous things about me. Um, but I dropped the steps because I was like, once I realized he was trying to plot and get me fucked up, I was like, you know what? Let me do this the right way. Let me release these food stamps so his dumb ass can go get them, which he never went and did. I didn't tell him about it because if you had any sense as a parent, you would go try to do so, get some assistance. You know, I don't talk to him. I don't talk to him because he irritates my soul. Um, and I don't trust him. He's a habitual liar. I do not trust him one bit. Nothing he says, I believe. So what's the need of talking to someone that's gonna, you already automatically know that's gonna lie to you. So not to mention, the girlfriend tried to micromanage me with my children. That didn't go down easy neither, And I'm a creature of habit, so I got text messages and documents of everything I've done. I kept text messages, I got receipts, and some I've lost, but I got the majority of all my receipts of all this shit. So the whole thing is he's trying to say that I was using the child, I don't know, something about the child support. He wants to get me trying to get off child support. It's fucked up. This is his exact words from which the kids told me. All of them has said this. Every child has said this. But daddy said that it's messed up because he paying child support and got all the kids too. Well, you stupid ass, in the summer, you would have had them all too in the summer. And still been paying child support. So what's the difference? It's called parenting. Like I told him, and like I told the CPS worker that he called on me before I left my home, who told me to take my kids and put them in a hotel because it was not, that dwelling was not in living condition due to the fault of maintenance, not repairing things in my home. And she even told me she was the one to notify me that there was other people that she was seeing in the area having the similar issues as me. That what was going on in my home was not my fault. I was not at fault of it. And they tried to say that I wasn't feeding my kids. My kids are all over the age of 10, all know how to cook and feed themselves. I am a working single mom. So I would buy them food and they knew how to feed themselves. It's something, and then two, like I told my kids, y'all don't clean up behind yourselves because I'm not coming home, go to work, come home to a nasty house. Y'all been in the house all day tearing up the damn house. Okay, clean the fuck up, and mama make sure y'all I'll work my ass off and make sure y'all got a full course meal if I come home to a clean house. But y'all are overgrown children who know how to do everything because I taught you. You know how to cook, you know how to clean, you know how to wash your own clothes, you know how to take care of yourselves, because I had to prepare my kids to take care of themselves because of my condition. I have stenosis in my spine, and I have suffered from temporary paralyzations at times. So I knew I had to prepare my kids to take care of themselves. You see what I'm saying? So there's not nothing that my kids can't do for themselves. And even the caseworker said, well, she seen I had plenty of food. And she asked me how old are my kids, and I told her. And she said, well, how are they starving then? I was like, I don't know. They got food. I make sure they eat. And even if I don't cook, I order out. I feed my kids. And if I'm not here, sometimes I was sending food to the house through DoorDash. So that was the thing. He went and lied and said I was not feeding my kids. I wouldn't take care of my kids. And the truth was, I told you the day before we even got divorced, that the kids tore up their bed, that they needed a new bunk bed. They hadn't seen that bed yet. But the mistress and her children got new furniture. And I said, you know what? That's full of shit. So, I don't know why Spirit want me to share this. I don't know why CJ Hickman came up and them telling me to share this part of my story. But yeah, I got to go to court on the 25th. And I am looking for a lawyer because I'm dealing with a vindictive, I'm not even going to say, but I'm dealing with a nasty energy. That's all I'm going to say. You know? And I don't know. I don't know what my legal rights are right now at this time. So I guess that's what that's about. Why they want me to share it? Because I'm actually looking for a lawyer. You know, I was actually for the call legal aid, but I called legal aid and I didn't get no answer. So maybe that's why Spirit told me to put this out here. I don't know who the hell CJ Hickman is, but that name sounds familiar to me. Okay, maybe it's his lawyer. I don't know. Maybe his lawyer is watching me. You know, I put a lot of my business out here in the public because of the fact my ex-husband has made me out to be a very vicious person, which I am not. When he was the one that was the vicious, you know. So maybe that's why they got me talking about this right now. Because I already know, like the kids tell me, he kicked us off your channel and he took away YouTube. We're not allowed to watch you anymore. We're not allowed to talk to you on YouTube no more. And that was one of my ways of communicating with my kids. We had a code. If they got in my comments, I knew it was them and I knew that they wanted me to reach out. You know. But, or I would say something to them for them to reach out to me in code. But, I guess he caught on to that and he took that away. I don't know. All I know is it's been a lot of fuck shit going on since I divorced that man. And my life has went from sometimes I wished I never married. I actually tried to not marry that man. My daddy stopped me. I ran away. I was going to leave his ass at the altar. I actually was at my car putting my keys in the door. And my dad caught me. Where the hell do you think you going? I'm not doing this. I'm leaving. Something in my soul told me not to marry that man, and I wasn't. And my daddy talked me into doing it. His family put all his money in this. You need to this. So I listened to my daddy, and I married that man reluctantly that day. But I made the best out of it that I could. There was good days, but there was more bad days than there was good. And I guess that's all I need to share. Let me see. Is that what you wanted me to share? Am I done? They want me to pull some cards. All right, Spirit, what else do y'all want to say about this situation? Yeah, friends in my business, in our business. Yeah, it was a lot of people in our business. I don't know. He was putting people in my business, telling the neighbors. I turn around, the neighbors coming telling me shit, and I'm like, why he even tell y'all that? Ain't none of y'all damn business. He always in somebody's face running his fucking mouth. Yeah, I lost hope in that marriage. It fell because I lost hope. I tried to kill myself the day he was holding me hostage. I tried to kill myself because I didn't think I was gonna ever get free of him. Yeah, I went into a deep depression while being married to him. He never did want to settle down. I loved him, and I tried to heal him. He hated me and tried to kill me. That's where this card comes from. Love heals all, hate kills all. All I wanted to do was love the man and be happy. And he hated me and tried to kill me and lied about it. He constantly calls me. After I would tell him don't call me, he would call me, and if he did call me, he would start yelling and screaming, and then turn around and try to say I started the arguments with him. Or CJ Hickman, you probably need to call me. I don't know. Probably got my number. Yeah. He tried to make me feel like I was jumping to conclusions. Okay. He used to always try to make me feel like I would like intuitively pick up that he was cheating on me, and or something wasn't right, or he know that he lied about something, and he would try to always make me feel like I was jumping to conclusions when I really wasn't. I was actually picking up on what the fuck he was doing. He used to feed me alcohol when I was in my depression. He would buy me big gallons of alcohol, and even when I wasn't thinking about drinking, he'd be like, "You want to drink?" He was feeding me drinks to keep me drunk while he go out and sleep with his hoes. Yeah. Dick chasing freaky hoes. There you go. As I was just saying that, he's running around fucking everybody, neighbors and all. I don't know why crooked politician is here. Well, he played a lot of crooked politics. you know, if he could run a guilt trip on you, he would run a guilt trip on you to make you feel sorry for him to get what the fuck he wanted out of you. He played that game a lot. Yeah, I told him I didn't want to be with him. I told him I didn't want to be with him, and that I was tired of having sex with him because physically he was hurting me. He had got up to the 600 pounds, and I physically could not do it. And I'm like, dude, we can't do this no more. And that would cause fights and arguments between us to the point where he would really be going to fuck off on me. And I'm like, is that what all matters to you? Yes, was his response. And that's when I told him, fuck you and fuck your dick, I want a divorce. So, I don't know. Spirit is saying that, I don't know why this coming up. They saying that they've been seeing evil spirits and shit around their house because he did this black magic on me. I got that before. Something that he done did is finna come up on the 10 o'clock news report. Yeah. We lived in the ghetto. But he's very ghetto. I'm the weird one. And Spirit is told me, they confirmed that I needed to leave and move to a new location because I was not safe. A lot of times when I was hopping from hotel to hotel, I had men trying to break into my hotel room. I was being followed. Every time I would go somewhere, the same vehicles would always be around me. I was being gang stalked. I would hear people trying to come into my home, all kind of things, It was all kind of stuff going on. But, I don't know. A lot of it I can't physically prove. All I know is what I got out of here. But they said that he was responsible for a lot of it. And I've been trying to get my life right ever since. So, I don't know. I don't go around hurting people. I don't go around fucking with folks. If anything, I'm helping people. Even when I ain't got shit. I do my best not to tell lies anymore. And even his mama could tell you, if I lie to you, I'm gonna come back and tell on myself. She probably won't, because that's her son. But most people know if I lie to you, I'll come back and tell you the truth. Ever since then, I done. What's the point of me lying? So I don't have no need to lie about what I'm telling you. I don't know what has been told on me, why Spirit is asking me to put this out here. But I do know court is coming up. So maybe that's why. Maybe he has a lawyer watching me, looking into me. by the name of CJ Hickman. You know, well, that's who you're protecting if that's the case. Okay. The first time they telling me to tell about the first time him and my son. I don't know why this is relevant. The first time him and my son got to fighting, I found out he slept with my next door neighbor on Thanksgiving of 2020. I haven't even filed for divorce, but we had separated. But we wasn't, and there was no divorce papers filed. And he stayed with his mom for about 4 weeks. So he say. Um, he kept lying, saying his mom was locking him out the house, wouldn't let him in the house, that he was sleeping in the car. And then I invited him home for Thanksgiving dinner. And he spent it at the neighbor's house. And my son, he let my son use his tablet. And my son stumbled across some messages. And my son screenshotted them and sent them to me. And that's how I found about all the women that he had been hooking up with. Some of them I even know. And I confronted him about it. He was sitting on the front porch talking to me on the phone while I'm sitting in the kitchen in the house. And I told him, that even your son heard you telling a woman that you loved her. And he was like, no, he telling you a lie. He's calling my son a liar. And my son had made a statement. I said, my son had made some kind of statement about he didn't trust him no more and he's supposed to be his dad. Well, no, that my son overheard the conversation, and I said, if something happened to me, would you ever take my boys in, even though they're not your biological children? And he was like, I don't know about this shit. And my son overheard that and was like, dang, that's messed up. It was something else too. My son had just got a job, and he was supposed to pick them up for work, I believe, and he didn't show up to pick him up or something, and that started a spat. I don't remember exactly what all caused it, but all this was going on at that time. And I'm telling him how he hurt our son's feelings and how he felt like he couldn't trust him no more. And instead of him being a father and being like, well, I'll talk to him, I shouldn't have said that, I was wrong, he said, fuck him. And my son heard him say that, and he went outside and cussed him out. Next thing I know, I'm still sitting at the kitchen table. I hear a commotion. Now I hear them arguing. I hear Xavier telling him how he felt. He expressing how he felt. And which I felt like he was not wrong by telling him how he felt about hearing his dad say that, because that's his dad, as far as he know. He know he's not his real dad, but to his mind, that's his dad. Well, at the time, that was his dad. And to hear him say that about him, it hurt him, and he went outside crushed. And it's like, I can't believe you would say that when you this and you this and you this and that. And so my son just told him basically how the fuck he felt, And he want to play daddy card. Don't you come talk to me like this, and that. And as I heard him get up, I gets up and come out the kitchen. Next thing I know, as I walk out the door, my son is standing here. He's charging my son. And before I could get the door all the way open, he's snatching my son up and he's throwing him on the fucking ground. He missed the edge of the concrete porch by that much. Could have killed him. Could have busted his head open. And all I saw was evil in that man that day, and I told him to leave. That's when I first put him out. The first fight, because there you putting my child in danger. No, you got to go. And that was the first fight between him and my son. He tried to lie and say my son hit him first, but I'm listening because the phone is still on. I never hear her swing, and I hear my son. I could see my son, see his shadow through the curtain in the living room window. He's not in. There's a space. I can't even show you on this phone. It's more than that, but there's a space between them. So there was no way my son could actually reach out and touch him from what I could see through the shadows of the curtain. And I did not see my son's shadow go towards him. He's standing there doing this, and I'm looking and I'm watching and I'm preparing to get up. And then I see my ex-husband's figure get up and go towards him. And that's when I run to the door. And I'm listening at the same time. And as I get the door open, that's when he had him in his hands and he slammed him. He tried to say my son hit him, but I never saw him hit him, from what I could see from my viewpoint. And my son claimed he never hit him. He said he told him how he felt and he didn't like that. So that's what happened with that. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope that's it, Spirit. I don't know why y'all got me putting this out here. Well, I'm gonna leave it at that. All right. Peace and blessings. I hope that helped whoever needed. CJ Hickman was. I hope that helped you. I don't know why your name came out. I'm actually gonna go Google you because your name sounds familiar, but I don't know why. But that's the name that channeled. Okay. So I don't know how this resonate, why you need to hear my story, but there you go. Peace.